in a way they start to never change. So A remain A in Japan, in Nigeria, in Saudi Arabia, in anywhere in the world, in China, A doesn't become B, or 5 becomes C. They are the same. That's why God himself is called character. Character is something that never changes under any condition. And character is not a gift. There's nobody born with a gift of character. Character is a victory. It's a victory you won by placing yourself under this kind of hard condition, coming up with integrity. I'm telling you the 5 scale of money. So the number 4 level of money is what we call character. Because it's these things that will help you build what we call supplier's credit, where people can close their mind and deal with you. The next level of money is what we call competence. You need to know what you are doing. And that's why what many young people talk, like I said, I was giving a discussion somewhere. One of the young men get up and said, we have been over-mentored, or we have been underfunded. And I tell him to shut up. I told him, you tell me you are an entrepreneur. Your first test of an entrepreneur is ability to create capital. Because capital doesn't fall from heaven. If they don't like create capital, I say, take a job. Go and carry shit. Money never smells shit. Nobody will ever give money. He said, where did you get it? You carry shit. Money is an exchange of value. Nobody asks you what did you. So when you do that, I said, go do that. Then we see how you manage it. You deploy it in a sustainable manner. Then the least level of money is what you people call cash. And that's why in business, we tell people, go get knowledge of what you are going to do. Study. Be mentored. Be under somebody's tutorage, apprenticeship, so that you are mentored on how to take money and deploy it in a sustainable manner. If you don't learn that, they give you 10 million or 100 billion, you will lose it. And in a business terminology, we will simply say you learn in a hard way. What are we saying? Your school fees is too expensive. Because what you needed to know before you get to do that, you didn't do it. So when you have these 5, anybody, I don't care who the person's name is, that tell you he's wealthy and he doesn't have these 5 things, he's a thief. He stole money.
Can we make that applause long? Thank you so much, Dr. Cosmas Maduka. Let's chorus the 5 levels of money together again. Number 1, if you're writing. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. That's the final one. Number 6 is cash. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir, for that beautiful analysis. Wow. I just have one more question because, of course, our time is fast spent and we have to open the floor for everyone here to ask questions. Please, if your phones are ringing, please put them on silence. We want all phones to be on silence and vibration so that we do not disrupt our meeting this evening. Once again, all phones on silence and vibration, please, so that we do not disrupt our meeting. Thank you. And if you're just walking in, you're very warmly welcome too. So just one question. I'm sure that you have your questions down already, and I'll just bring the mic to you and you get to ask them your questions about the book and about entrepreneurship generally. Dr. Stephen, maintaining integrity can seem like a disadvantage sometimes, right? And I'm sure that there are people here that would say that integrity, especially when I have a business that is in a competitive market, right? Maintaining integrity can actually be a disadvantage. How do we see it from the advantageous part of it, right? How do we see it as, we should see it as a better thing and not something that is disadvantageous to us? How do we maintain profitability? That's very important, while maintaining a high level of integrity.
Well, very good question, and thank you for that. One of the things I would say is that it's very difficult to maintain integrity in Nigeria, and we have to be honest about it. And the reason is because those who don't have integrity seems as if they are going far ahead of those who have integrity. I'm not making sense at all. But the beauty of having integrity is that you'll be durable. Am I making sense at all? You'll be what? You'll be durable. I'll give you an example. In the real estate sector, 2019, everybody started a new race in our world of building houses. You know, some started promising, 2-3 bedrooms as low as 32 million, 40 million. And I remember sitting down with that team, and there's that people say, we need to start building houses. Some are doing 2,000 housing units, 3,000 housing units. And I remember saying to the team, I said, can we focus more on land? Right? I said, because the variation, the inflation is not sustainable. And in this part of the world, you are a criminal, a scammer. Once you tell me a house is 32 million, and for no fault of yours, the value moves to what? 45 million. You are already a scammer. How do you know that? Even though you didn't steal anything else. But Nigerians don't believe that anything should go higher. So I remember saying to her, but at some point, it looked as if, we were not moving at the pace we need to. So instead of that, let's go to Dubai. Let's expand to Dubai. Right? And started, selling properties in Dubai and all of that. By 2023, Wala started. Because people who had done 2,000 were only able to deliver 200 out of 2,000. Some promised 5,000. Were not able to deliver. I'm not making sense of that. And I remember one of those developers, I remember going to his project in those days. And I saw, they had done phase 1, phase 2, phase 1. I walked into phase 2, and I saw that he needed to transfer to 6 feet. And I remember in my mind, I said, what this guy is collecting, you only probably just transfer and build 1 or 2 houses. This is just not sustainable. But I kept quiet. Today now, the story is this. While we are at peace, some of those come every day, yes. Every day they are dragging them. Every day. The owners cannot even go out. Okay? And of course, are we learning at all now? So, but today now we are leveraging on that. Where everybody say, Jesus. Meanwhile, you know that people are not moving at the fast. Your price is too expensive. But yeah, we need to have the right pricing so that we can deliver. Am I making sense of it? Now, instead of being the one defaulting, we are the one who did a press conference in December and said, hey, if you are owing us money, we will return your money back to you. How many companies can do it? Right? But it was because we decided to go the so-called long route, right? But it's still paying off now. And not only in our company, I go to mentee sites and they sell out after once they post that I listed it. Right? Because we were saying, Dr. Simi can visit your site. I will buy from you. In fact, one of my mentee was sharing 2 weeks ago how she had a client that was harassing her because there was delay on the project. Every day was sending harassment. I'm going to arrest you. I'm going to do this. Once I visited the site, of course, she sent all the pictures to everybody. Then the person said, okay, don't worry. If I'm buying 1 more, I know you will eventually figure it out if this man can identify it. So integrity may look costly, right? But the end result, I promise you, is priceless.
Is a round of applause for him. Integrity may look costly, but the end result is priceless. When you have integrity as an organization, you remain durable. I hope you never forget that. Durability is very important. All right, once again, please all phones on silence. We're still hearing phones ringing. Please all phones on silence. Please crave your indulgence, ladies and gentlemen, to put all phones on silence. Thank you very much. So I'm coming to take your questions now. Just raise your hand and I'll give you a number. 1, I will be taking questions after questions. So it's not Gloria, me, I'm here. 1, 2, 3. Just 3 questions? 4. Because I know that questions will always give birth to questions. 5. Okay, so 5 people. What's number 1? So will you tell us your name, your brand, what you do, and what the Lord has done for you? Please be very straight to the point, please. Thank you very much. Come, please come. We need to see you. You need to come forward. So all of our attendees asking questions, I'll just please crave your indulgence that will come forward so that.
Good evening. My question is this. So for people, my name is Invaluable, and I'm a wealth advisor. So my question is this. Okay, people make mistakes. You made reference to these developers. Now, they didn't set out to, do people, but something happened along the way and they were not able to meet up. So how do they come back? Now, they've made the mistakes, they've lost integrity, right? Or how do they make a comeback? Seeing the fact that trust has been lost. What do they do, sir?
Felua.
Well, I think I addressed something similar in Abuja. The first thing is communication. And I shared a story in Abuja of a mentee of mine. I used to do bulk SMS business, one of our core business years ago, moving to digital marketing and all of that. So I left the industry for real estate. But I had this mentee that used to be my client and eventually became a mentee, and he continued the business, linked to selling data where you can do top up. And I remember at some point I was talking to him, how's the business, how's your growth? It wasn't doing well. I said, okay, I will, front for you so that I can attract more people to help your business. And we did that. And before you know it, it started doing so well. But at our end, I insisted on one condition. My wife will manage, because they like credit at a bank. We are loading these units back end, right? Everybody in the front end, nobody knows who that they are linked to us. But it looks as if they are running their business. But we are like the ones supporting them. Just like First Bank. I hope you know many of the banks in Nigeria, First Bank is actually the one settling their claims. Are we together now? But they still have their own name at the front end. So I said my wife will run the call unit from the back, so that if anything goes wrong, we can have control over that. Only to realize, before they start losing money. At some point, they lost over 11 million. So at this point, let's take over the thing. I understand how the business works, so that we don't lose integrity. Because people will load their sites, they won't have units, they will not working well. And the guy, because he will now stop us from dealing with him, right? Because we kept paying him, and he was supposed to now credit the system. This guy shut down over 70 websites. 70 websites of people's business. And we're talking of this to have clients that use their service virtually every minute. Shut it down. And it was a disaster. I remember now calling for a Zoom meeting, apologizing to all of them, explaining what had happened. Of course, in those Zoom meetings, people would say anything they want to say. One even say it was our money used, because some of them were just knowing me. It was our money used to do real estate. It was this, it was that. I'm sorry. What are we going to do? We're going to give you a whole new website. Because it's something that we can't even have access to the domain and all that. We'll build 70 new websites. Reload the thing, just give us time. And we have to do 70 new websites. Right? So, yes, you can have situations beyond your control. The first rule is you must communicate. Right? The challenge we often face is because of the shame, and I know it's tough, right? Looking at these people, they won't even believe you. You are doing the right thing, but they don't believe you. They call you names. But that is still the right thing to do. Am I making sense at all? Whether they accept your story or they don't accept, the right thing to do is to see what? Communicate to everyone. Be transparent, open up to them, and then agree on the best win-win that you can still afford to create for them. Right? So in this kind of situation, like I've mentioned, what was the right thing? The developer needed to have a meeting with every stakeholder. right, and say, this is what happened, this is what happened, right? We did that as well. Just as we didn't have that volume of customers, we had about 11, right, that also the relation cut off. We had to say to them, and we're sorry, cement that was 2,300 is now going for, as at that time, over 8,000. Now I think cement is over 10,000, right? And we just broke down the whole thing. We need you to pay more. Of course, some said no, they want their money back, and we agreed on a flexible, time to return their money and all of that. So we also had that, but the advantage that we didn't have to scale, because I had seen where that thing was going. That if we go aggressive at that season, right, we're going to lose a good name that we had. Because we will have had too many customers complaining about something we don't have control. We don't have control over what will be the price of cement, what will be the price of iron ore, what will be the price of, even some of the, what we used to build. Some are imported. Solar panels are imported, batteries are imported, a lot of things are imported. We don't have power for that. But foresight is really tough. But if everything still fails, communication, I think, is number one.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. That answers your question, sir. Amazing. Please also know that you can ask questions from the book about the book, okay? So it's not just general business questions. Please ask them questions about principles embedded in this very book. Number two, we can still hear phones ringing and all that. If we hear any phone ring again, DSS will collect it. So please ensure you put your phones on silence. Number two, please, your name and you know what to do.
My name is Pure Norezi. Let me start by appreciating you so much from my heart for putting out time. Our generation, it's really a rare privilege. I really appreciate that. So let me start with Dr. Okay, a difficult one. I kept this question. Actually, in the live interview, I stated exactly what you said. It's a difficult one. I have two questions for you, but I'll say one. Maybe another time I'll do another one. The question is, you mentioned, how do you put it? You said, is it indiscipline, or you said, if the money are awarded to somebody and the person decided not to go ahead or concede with the plan or something, and the person fails, the person will be, what do you use that? The person maybe take his life or something like that. So I would like to learn from that. Then second question to you. Okay. So second, to talk about it, also fantastic. I'll be looking. I've not opened the book. I've taken my time. I guess there's a lot. This is where the knowledge. A lot to learn about that. And secondly, I have two questions. And finally, just to you. I may not use much online. I notice you come across the path I'm currently on, my season, currently now, after 29, ICT, digital marketing, and some points like that. So I want to know some of your challenges you experience, core challenges, not just the website being shut down. I also have that experience with the US government when they shut down almost all my sites. I was functioning on all my clients, about 10 of them, so I have to have mail. I want to hear more challenges you experience during your time at that season before you switch to real estate as a mogul. Then probably in the future, definitely, God willing, God permission, maybe we can do some real R&B artists for real estate in Nigeria. Of course, I mentioned on your Instagram page saying additional rulers, what are the challenges you experience in bringing those ideas. Please share more about that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Doctor. All right, Dr. Maduka wants me to take more questions. So number three, just in case we have similar questions. You're number three, right?
Good afternoon. Thank you for this opportunity. Okay, my question is for the billionaire. So I want to ask this question. It's a practical question. How did you make your first 1 billion? And how did you feel? Like, do you actually see the 1 billion? How did it feel like? My second question is, second thing, I think after you need a good spouse that will be successful in life. So what are these qualities you look for in your spouse? Thank you.
Correct. Very, very good. Proverbs 31 woman. Number 4. Okay, now this one now. Okay, sir. He wants to know what to do when he makes his own wall for his
No,
own.
before then, ask a question about, about, so if you listen to the 5 level of money that I've explained, what I'm saying is captured into it. But sometimes people become too religious in the part of the world where we are. I met some strong statements that sometimes people think they should throw stone on me. One of them is that if you understand principle and law and follow it, you will reduce your prayer time. You may not like it. There's a principle of sowing and reaping that is in a seed. If you study it, you don't need to over a seed. Follow the law that controls the seed. The law that controls the seed is to get a ground that has a moisture and have sunlight. If you put a seed on it, if you like, pray. If you don't like, don't pray. Come back after 3 weeks. You will see the seed sprung up. But you can decide to be spiritual and leave the seed on a concrete. And the anointing will come upon you. And you move it into the spirit and praying on unknown language. What that seed will be telling you is that if you have common sense, look for a ground with moisture and put media, and that will germinate. You don't need a prayer for it. We pray over too many things. The Lord that created this microphone, the manufacturer, didn't sort your opinion on my own. This microphone do not want battery. It needs battery. Battery is a means of its function. But if I decide to be spiritual and I remove the battery and start speaking in tongue and pray, this microphone will tell me, okay, if you have common sense, put battery on me. You will not beg me, I will transmit voice for you. That's why in Psalm 119 verse 100, David said, "Oh God, I knew thy law, and I became wiser than my teachers." I understand your precept, and I became wiser than the ancients. The elders may know tradition, but they have forgotten law. It's just like what Stephen was saying. You don't need to, fire doesn't burn anybody who doesn't put his hand on it. If you put your hands on the fire, it will burn you. If you understand principle, you will go far in this life. And I tell Christians to read some statement of the Lord Jesus Christ in the book of Matthew chapter 16 verse 19 precisely. He said, "I will give you the keys," plural word, keys of the kingdom of heaven. Any door you lock here will be locked in heaven. Any door you open here will be opened in heaven. Keys are principles. They are inherent. You cannot wield power if you don't have the key. When you have the keys, you will unlock situations because you would have applied the right principle and that situation will be submitted to you. So what people need to do is to learn law to be able to get results. The Japanese, before the fundamentalists start committing suicide, used to take their life. They don't go to church, they don't read Bible, but they understand principle of integrity. In Japan, they don't have strike like you have in Nigeria. When the Japanese get angry, they overproduce. When you annoy them, if you tell them to produce 100, they produce 1,000 because they run zero stock. That quantity is evidence to tell you they are not happy the way you are treating them. They start, they get married to the company. So it's opposite way, the way we handle things here. And it's a culture that they build. And that's why religion is finding it difficult to penetrate. Because all the things we are carrying with religion to teach the Japanese is something they've grown up trained to do. So, if a Japanese made a commitment to you and you cannot keep it, he will write you a note and say, I'm very sorry, I lose face. I cannot be able to face you, and I really regret that I put you in this situation. He will take his life. Yes. That's why the Americans were astonished during the harbor situation, because they thought the Japanese do the robots those days. No, normal human being who understood what life is, they will serve him a sake, he will drink, they will load a plane with a bomb, and he knew he would just do everything, dodging all the shooting in America and crash it into that harbor ship. And that was why they dropped atomic bomb upon them. Because there's no way, because they are normal human beings. That's the level of commitment they have. So when you do business with Japanese, you don't need to come and explain that Central Bank of Nigeria said this and that the exchange rate has gone up. I introduced a Nigeria to a Japanese and he started giving it. When he couldn't pay, the Japanese thought he was talking to a Nigerian. He said, Nigeria, he knows our language. I know I will pay you, I can't kill myself. The man said, please kill yourself. He said, please kill yourself. Because you promise, because you promise, please kill yourself. Because the first language in Nigeria will tell you that I can't kill myself. So he thought he was I'm not joking, a man that has gone to restaurants with me, his name is Mr. Machita. He had a situation where he could not, he wrote a note. That's what, go and read the Japanese. It's called Harakashi. Put a knife like this and draw himself down. That was how his life ended. I'm not advocating you take your life, but I'm advocating you do not take commitment that you cannot underwrite. To be in a hurry to grow up is not the best thing to do. You can scale up, because when you have $2 million and you are taking a commitment of $80 million, you are over-leveraging. It's a very clear tendency that you will lose the $2 million. Of what benefit is it to you? You are holding 5 balls in your hand. You want to get the 7 or 8 one. You lose all the balls. It's much better. Many people have run bankruptcy for over-leveraging. You should leverage in bank borrowing, but it shouldn't be more than 20% or 25% of the equity you have in the business. Unless you are dealing with a transaction that have back-to-back end. And what do I mean by back-to-back end? If Kosaris had given Stephen a job to build him 10 houses, and Stephen has confidence that Kosaris is a reputable organization, we have credibility that we will pay it, and Stephen is borrowing money from you to build that 10 house, to buy equipment. You know who the end taker is. then it's not over-leveraging, even if it is taking 80%, because the means of the payment is already guaranteed. But when you are going into a speculative transaction, there's no back-end guarantee in it, and you are over-leveraging in the interest. What you are exposing yourself to the level of vulnerability that you will lose the total money you earn before then, and that's a position of bankruptcy. So that's the reference I made regarding that. The last question the other young man and the first question I asked is, how did I make my first 1 million? 1 billion. Okay, fine, okay. It was very intentional. I never really, I grew up after the death of my father, and I went through hardship in life. I used to work for my uncle, sleep at 88 Griffith Street at the Oyinbo bus stop in Ebute. The shop is still there. Where if somebody ate food and left over and gave me to eat, I served the entire 9 pence my boss gave me for feeding money. I used to save it. We lost the culture of saving. We even no parents now teach his children about saving. You can't grow and become successful entrepreneur if you've not learned the culture of saving. The first thing anybody needs to teach you is how to save money. Because this is resources that is not in plenty supply. One day, my boss searched my box and find £1 and he asked me where does that money come from. I explained to him. He thought actually I stole his money. He said he didn't know that 6 pence used to feed me. So why would he be giving me 9 pence? So he reduced my feeding money to 6 pence. Even while I was earning 6 pence, I still saved. If the food that is left over was enough, I would save the whole 6 pence. When you learn this culture of saving, it helps you to see, to appreciate things growing. And I can tell you precisely when I start business, my first target is to have 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira then was like $18,000. And I knew precisely when I had my first 10,000. I knew when I have my first, what has happened is that because the first money I ever borrowed in a bank was African Continental Bank. The manager at the Nnewi branch was Mr. Turu. 200 naira. They tell me I have to turn over. You know, I have done many things to make money. I went to my office that day. The following day, I went to pay 250 naira. In the afternoon, I pay another 150 naira. The following day, I pay another 300 naira. I'm trying to turn over that money. By the time I did that for 3 months, banks were taking commission, charging interest. The 1,000 naira was the money. The 1,000 naira became 750 naira. I put my hand in my hands and said, Chase, is that how they borrowed money? If you know me, till we built that building in Costaris, Adiola Oteku, at Victoria, at Strokakia, I've never earned any money from bank. I resolved to work with internal generated revenue. We make money and apply it back into the business. I built that building in Adiola Oteku, living in Ajegule. I was living in 16 Ladepo Street, Olodia Papa, when I made that building. People said, Costaris, that company that played table tennis, because what we are trying to do, different business differ, but the business I am into it is where you need financial muscle. And people can only take you serious based on what you have been able to create. So we sat on wealth, never showed anybody that we have had money. People, I moved into Ikoyi, my house in a neighborhood in Ikoyi, when I was 40 years. Yes. But I work for this, so I can able to tell you precisely. And that's why I told you I made my first $2 million United States at the age of 24. Yeah. Let's not use it. It's not meant to discourage you, because the thing I'm telling you is still being replicated today. But it only depends on your mind that you need to conceive this. You don't have the opportunity that I had. You went to school. There's benefit of you being a graduate that I don't have. I just written this book. I'm representing on Stevens University. If you leave me alone to write this book, it's going to take me 6 years or 7, because I believe in making sure that everything has to be correct. I am perfectionist. I won't take any chance of mistake. But you have limit of things you can create if you want to do that. But there are people who knew that if you are 70%, you are good. They can do a whole lot of things. But there are those of us who don't want to take a chance. If you ever get a mail from me, I don't know how to these young people send one language, yes? On the way, coming. I will write you a script if I ever reply your mail. It will take like 20 minutes to read my response. It may take me time to write, but I will not leave you with any ambiguity what I meant. You read my mail, you understood clearly on unambiguous terms what I meant. But I read some mail from my children, and it's like I need a prophet or a interpreter to come and help to explain what they are talking about, because you are in a fast age. So, for me to do some of the things I'm doing, I'm liberating on people who went to university. But because of not going to that university, created me a capacity also that I have that many people that went to university did not have. Whether you like it or not, I invested in Access Bank and I own 24.5% of Access Bank. Before Imopede and Harvard came into us, I brought them into Access Bank, put in a very plain terms. But the point that I'm trying to make is that every one of them in that bank were graduates. Only me do not have school cert. But I brought to the board some of the things that they teach them in Harvard. And that was how I became the chairman of a credit committee in Access Bank for 12 years. I retired in 2012. So, you have experiences you get in life that you don't get. In fact, I sat in 2 public hotel banks in Nigeria with my elementary degree. And KPMG will come and audit us on what we are capacity of. So the point I'm trying to make is that I can tell you precisely how it did, because I have things I put in place that helped me grow my organization to the place that it is. When I started the company, I didn't have all the money. I had only 200 naira. I separated with my brother after 6 months of partnering together with 316 naira. So I couldn't hire anybody. I became the managing and damaging director of my company. The backward and forwarding agent. I got the accountant general. But I have a clear goal where I need to go. That goal never left me. When I started building capital to put into the business, then I have to now be able to hire professionals. Because all these guys that went to university, there are no sawdust in their brain. There's something they are taught, but they do not have the dogged determination an entrepreneur have. So when I started bringing them in, what I needed to do was to share the passion burning inside of me and sell my visions to them. Once I make a believer out of them, they took the company to another level by putting systems and processes in a place and strong corporate governance that took us to where we are today, quick without. And that's where many traders, call people like me, never advance beyond that, because they believe that what they have in their pocket is more important than what you have in here. What you have in the pocket is very limited than what you have in your head. Your head has more than what your pocket is, because it's your head that puts something in your pocket. So you need the right people with the right thinking process to help to expand your operation, and you need to take a risk on them. Many self-made men who start business from scratch like I am never really advance to the level where we are today. But that really shows that I'm a core entrepreneur, that I could see beyond the immediate things that happen of today. And today we do business in Japan. I moved into Ghana before any Nigerian company moved into Ghana. You see operation in Ghana, in Sierra Leone, in Ivory Coast, in Gabon, and different parts of Africa. We are truly multinational, but it didn't happen overnight. It was about goal and vision and pursuing that passion in a consistent basis. And we're able to build this corporation.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I think he had one more question about the role of a spouse, right?
Okay, the role of a spouse, that's correct. Let me say simple, most important thing. The lady you decide to hang around to be your wife is one of the most important decisions you make in life, because that will ultimately decide who you will turn out to become. And that's why Bible position is that marriage should not be entered into unadvisedly. It's not about how pointed her nose is. It's about how pointed her character is. Because if you are better off have the one without the nose that makes you sleep in the night. Yes. I was in a church and a pastor were preaching, you divorce your wife, you go to hell. You know that the Bible says you never that. One guy just get up and said, where have I been all this while? The pastor said, what do you mean? He said, which other hell have I entered? Let me come out of this one first of all. Then when we get there, we start talking about that one. So you can really have experienced hell on earth if you have the wrong company. Okay? Because men always think they are right, but the truth about it is that a woman is an incubator. She never gives you anything you give her in the same magnitude you give it to her. If you give her a house, she will make a home for you. If you give her ingredients, she will make a stew or meal for you. If you give her a sperm, she will manufacture it and give you a baby. If you give a woman frustration, she will magnify it and give you hell. So, if you don't like what you are getting, also check what are you putting in. Because average man keep on blaming his wife. How you keep on burning a gas? You keep on burning a gas. It's what you put in there that she gave you. Only magnify it. It can magnify your girl to become a boy. So it's the sperm you gave her that is girl that they magnify and give you a baby girl. So if you don't like what you are getting, watch what you are putting in here. So don't keep on only blaming your wife, because a man is the head of his home. Many men don't like it. If any home falls, the man should be held responsible, not his wife. When Eve ate the tree, God didn't show up. When Satan was discussing, God never showed up. Once Adam ate the tree, God asked him, have you eaten the tree? So, you are the foundation of your family. That's how God created it. Nothing happens to the house until that foundation is cracked. The wall break, it has no meaning. If the foundation of this building has problem, we bring the entire building down. But the windows and the roof has no meaning to it. Whatever happens, it can be repaired. So men have not really rise up to their responsibility, because your wife is supposed to be your baby. But we see men today, they are calling them baby, because they are fucking men. They talk to become baby instead of your wife, his father handed it over to you to continue to father her, to nurture and make her get the best out of her, because a true wife should be a reflection of the husband. Anybody who never knows a man, once he sees his wife, that's what those of us who are Christians, if you never don't see Jesus look at us, we are supposed to be a reflection of what Christ is, because we are his wife. He has to make a great impact in us that we will reflect him both in character, in word, and in deed. So don't go there. Make sure you pray and make sure you get the right partner. My number one prayer, because the person you join hand to live with, many women also don't pray. They just look for a man with a trouser. You know? Because when a man tells you he's going to marry you, don't ask him, do you love me? Wrong question. If he doesn't love you, he will not be talking to you. Ask the man, where are you taking me to? You know what that means? Share your vision with me. Because you're not going to eat lunch. Let's know whether that man really has something in his brain upstairs. Then he needs to begin to tell you where he's taking you to before you hang on with him. Otherwise, you are heading for some frustration. God bless you.
Please, a round of applause for Dr. Cosmas Maduka. So much wisdom laced between us. Such a beautiful way to drive home the point. I thought you wouldn't talk to the female folk earlier, but I'm very grateful that you were able to address that. Yes. All right. Only you now. 1 hour. Okay. Dr. Stephen has something to say. Please go ahead, sir.
We were still a digital marketing firm. I think the first was more of the employees. You know, tech guys, you know, sometimes, I'm sorry to say, act like psychos. You know, there's a way you have worked with computers so much, and you know, computers garbage in, garbage out, and human beings begin to irritate you. I'm not sure I've had that experience. If you're a coder or it happened to me as well. At some point, I used to design websites, and I started getting irritated by human beings because I could predict computer, but I can't predict human beings. Who knows what I'm talking about? But guess what? It was also actually me that was beginning to be blamed because I had been directed too much with the computer that my social skills began to have real issues. So sometimes you have that issue if you run a tech business where the employees really struggle socially, right? Because they've just been too busy with computers. So I think that was a major issue. Of course, there are sabotage issues as well. There are also customer challenges where, I can get my software cheaper elsewhere. And even some of the employees will go and chat the customer up and say, look, our guy is charging you this, but we are the ones doing it. And we can charge you a lot cheaper. But what I know is you need to, a lot of us who are startup guys, tech guys, we underrate the importance of operations. Guys who study accounting, guys who study business management, guys who lead law, the base of law, right? We underrate those, roles, and it's important to do that. Also, I want to advise a lot of you who run tech businesses, get mentors. They may not be in tech. Trust me, they may not be in tech, but the wisdom they will give you, what they will bring for your business is going to change your business forever. Some of them is just their reputation. I don't know if you noticed that Flutterwave has stopped having crisis. Just like bringing in a former deputy governor of CBN. So, are we together now? And the deputy governor has never done anything there. So, you might have all this, because you overrate this ability to code and come up with good software, and we don't understand the place of corporate governance. Right? There are some people you need to start bringing to your business and be respectful. You may be richer, but their name will give you peace of mind. We do land business, and there are issues with Omonile, people trying to grab our land. When we had to bring about Mr. Michael Kiro, former agent of police, as the chairman of that advisory board for our land business, we stopped having any. Right? In fact, some land he wants to buy, he just called the seller. The seller could have tell us anything. Once he just tried, well, my company were buying this land. He said, sir, let's be honest with you, sir. Let's be honest. The land did not start where I said it. It starts inside. I can't lie for you. Right? I'm not making sense at all. But for you to say, we know the game where and then you don't bring people on board who are older, who understand the system. That's why many young businesses are crashing by the day. get people you can respect. I realize that a lot of us we only put, and you know in Nigeria, once you have small money, everybody's like this, for you, right? Get people that whatever you have means nothing to them, and they can look at you eyeball to eyeball and be honest with you. Get them around you. Right? Many of us, that's part of the challenge. We don't have people who can be very honest with us because your success is still chance play compared to where they are. Man, the business to talk. Get such people. Honor them. They're not asking for money. What they just need is what? Honor. Are we together now? Just say honor. And make sure the relationship is also win-win. Some of us, the day you want to come across such people, you already have intention. And if I get close to him, he'll give me money. I had a very, very, very annoying experience. Somebody sent me a video that was doing the video to appreciate me for my birthday. Right? And he sent it to me on WhatsApp. And I said, well, you spelled the company name wrong. Kindly correct it. Then correct it and send it. I said, is it okay? I said, it's okay. Fine, thank you. Only for him saying, can you send me some money to pay the guys that did the video? I'm like, I don't get it. We have a lot of video editors in our company. I didn't ask you to go and edit it. I don't send you message. But you know, in his mind, let me push this, right? Then I will stop playing games. Right? Because like Dr. Cosmas said, and he's also in the book, if a rich man wants to cheat you, he'll give you money. The least is money. Right? But the most premium value is what? Is relationship. Right? What I've enjoyed from Dr. Cosmas, money can't buy it. I can tell you that categorically. You know, it was in some of our projects, we did a tour with him for over 4 hours, and let me celebrate him that day. 4 hours. Going around some of what we were doing in the US. And you know, as people said, do this, get the lawyer, send him this, because this can happen in future, the way you are doing it. That in itself is worth more than $1 million. Am I making sense at all? So please, let's look for mentors, but don't play games around coming close to those. Am I making sense at all? Don't play games. You know, where it's somewhere else you are going, but you come close. And that's why many people are guarded. If you wonder why they guarded, you know, because they know that game this guy is playing. And my wife is the one that usually detects this guy, this girl, or this guy. Then I'm watching. So as you, then I know where they're going. So let's work on that. Build genuine mentorship relationship. Add value to your mentor. Complement your mentor. Right? And I promise you get more, way more than money can give you. I hope I'm sorry.
Please, can we make that applause generous? They've done amazing work so far. It's been beautiful. Beautiful. I didn't forget you. I promise. I didn't forget you. I know. I just wanted us to celebrate them. Okay, number 4 now, right? Okay, number 4 is here. You're number 5. Number 4, please.
All right, thank you, sir. You said a lot that a bit led my question, and I just want to ask, and there was a saying that says, or I heard it somewhere that says, if you don't have 7 sources of income, poverty can still pull you down. So I would love to have, sir, beyond real estate, as a coming developer, how many sources of income do you have beyond real estate, and how much can you input your time in that?
Thank you. All right, Dr. Stephen.
Okay, so for me, I don't say 7, I just say try and do 4. And what do I mean? Number 1, get a job. Right? I may be the chairman of GTEC, but still a job and they still pay me salary, of course. Sometimes they are not consistent because I'm the founder. And this year, I know we agree for them. So get a job, right? Even if you are the owner of the company. I will another business as well. Let that company be like you have a job. And do your job your responsibility to the company. So sometimes I travel all over the world and to do speak at conferences and all of that. I use the opportunity to also work for the organization in those, like the branches. Right, I've been in Abuja now. I was able to visit one of the new acquisition in Asokoro to, give a few advice, and all of that. So get a job, even if you founded the company. Number two, be self-employed. And here I always say, monetize your talent. So I personally mentor a lot of real estate developers, and that's why you notice there's a lot of real estate people around me. And I charge for it $20,000, right? And many of whom I've worked with, the success is amazing. The growth, even me, I'm having to check it and say, are you sure you're not just trying to make my head swell? Are you sure you were doing this number? One of my mentees, when we started with him, he was doing an average of 50 million a month. Now he does over $1 billion a month, right? I mean, the result is just shocking. But that's also a source of income for me. I'm not making sense at all. So I monetize because I realize I have gifts in helping people really structure their business, helping them grow the business, helping them, put one or two things together. So I monetize that. This third one is having having companies that you founded. Am I making sense at all? That is, I founded a company. And when we say having company you founded, please don't get it twisted. It is not the same as self-employed. It is a company that can run with or without you. Something with a structure. Something that you only just, if you are even involved. Like today now, I'm only involved in GTEx because I have millions of followers and it's a level to use my platform to market for the company. And I mean, it won't make sense for me to and not use my platform to promote. But day-to-day running, I don't run it. We have about over 6 MPs now, right, who run different subsidiaries and do the day-to-day of the business. That's what I mean by own a company. Make sense? Number 4 is investment. Have different investment. You'll be shocked some of the companies Dr. Cosmos is involved in that he doesn't even run, but just, okay, this young guy is doing this business, okay, you need $2 million, we put it in, what's the interest, we're giving returns or something. And, you can do that as well. I do that as well. People have invested in their businesses. There are also things like stocks. If Dr. Cosmos shared a story, I think it's in the book, about how he made his first, $200 million, right, from buying shares of companies, right? So, some of these things you can do where you just invest in equities, invest in shares, invest in forex, invest in crypto. Again, I always say there are 3 types of investment: high risk, mid risk, and low risk. So don't carry all your money. That's where you make mistakes. Trump has come in, crypto will do well. And you put all your money, you put into crypto or forex. That's foolishness. A portion of your money should be in what? High risk. And you know you are gambling. You lose your money, move on. Don't come and tell us you are a teacher and looking for who is the scapegoat. Move on. It was a risk. Am I making sense at all? Then you have mid risk and then you have low risk. Now, when you make profit from high risk, always pull out 50%. Right? Have a duration where you pull out, but when you have a major job, pull out 50%, put it in mid and low. So that eventually, because at some point, high risk will always crash. I don't care if Trump decides today and say, we are no longer using normal dollar, we will only be using Bitcoin. It will still crash at some point. Are you aware NVIDIA crashed? Who knows about shares, man? Right? NVIDIA lost how much? $500 billion in one day. Right? Just because there is a Chinese version that was a lot cheaper. I won't let it here. So I don't care what it is, it's a risk. So learn to know how to pull up and put into more stable, investments that are real, that are touchable. I have a friend now, he owns several properties here in Ikoyi and in Lekki. And where did he make the money from? Buying Bitcoin and Ethereum. When he went back, pull out and started buying less. Right? And it's way better than a lot of his colleagues today. So those are like the four. Yeah, and you now call it 7 because you may have maybe 3 or 4 investments, right? You may have 3 or 4 companies you put money into, right? So those are, I hope it makes sense.
Thank you so much, sir. Please can we celebrate Dr. Stephen? Our final question number 5. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. My name is Dada Bimola. I'm a businessman. Okay, I must commend Dr. Daddy Cosmos because he's an elderly man. As I saw him walk in and the way he was walking, I was like, is this man 66? So I look at his hair, so you see that he's very active. I commend you for that, sir. And at the same time, Dr. Stephen, for you to have a close relationship with Dr. Cosmos, I don't know how you. And not only me, other people, these are people that are like 20, 30 years older than you, and they take you like a son. There's something you're doing that you must keep on doing, because relationship matters. I don't know how it is. I'm envious of you. I'm envious. I wish, I don't mind. The sky is enough for the best. Yeah, because I wish to be someone like that too. And I'm using my thanks. So, apart from my academia, the Global.com, I've been following Dr. Cosmos for some time. Because what attracted me to him is that he talks about spirit, integrity, how, as a business mind. So it's something that I don't know. I just, a closed mouth is a closed destiny. I don't know if maybe, and he talked about Dr. Stanley. It was still I just know Dr. Stanley. Because I don't need to talk too much.
What's the question?
What exactly is the question?
I don't mind. I don't know if maybe every month or maybe like every 2 weeks, Dr. Cosmos have some like close people that he mentors and he shares ideas. I don't mind being part of it. I don't know. Most people might have come across and told me and at the end of the day, they mentor.
Is that your question? You don't mind?
Don't worry, you get an answer. But let me first start by asking that, if you want to add to it, you have started 1 hour, please. So we started an IG live with him every month. This is the equivalent for January. Hopefully February 10th, we're having another one as well on IG. We're hoping, and that's why I said we answered that because at some point we may start a physical version like this. So even this book launch, I intentionally made it close like this so that you can have a taste. Whether it's something is open to, where we can start doing, even if it's just 50 people, 100 people, we have criteria, of course. So we're working on it, but the time is tough, but let it speak for itself whether it's open to it.
Just like Dr. Stephen has said, my most scarce commodity today is time. I grasp for bread. 2 days ago, on my way coming back, I just popped in to see my grandchildren, who I haven't seen for almost 1 month now. And it's not been very easy. Somebody has asked me one time, do I really have any regret in life? I said, yes, because I'm never afraid of my vulnerability. He said, what is the regret? I said, I take too much time pursuing mastery because I came from a poor background. And it robbed me the opportunity to bond with my children when they were young. If I have an opportunity, I will change it. I won't do it the same way all over again. So, life is asset and liability. You make mistakes, something give way for some other thing that happened. And it's not something I will advise anybody to be too busy where your children can see you more often. Because it was a time was like go, 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 go. And I just said, my wife is there, she take care of the children and all of this. It's not the way to go. So, but the point I'm making is that we are now spending almost an hour or two every month on the IG to speak to people and pull some of them up to ask a question. That's the kind of mentorship that I've accepted for now. Different people want it on one-to-one. It's absolutely impossible to do one-to-one because I've seen not retire in my company. I say, well, I'm still the CEO of Cosmas Group. In fact, we're having a board retreat on the 7th and 8th of this month. You know, all my directors are going to come from around the world to join the retreat. Because I still have to come out to let them know where do we want to be in the next 20 years. It's still responsibility that is upon me as the managing. I'm still the CEO of Cosmas Group. Even though I'm planning to retire soon. When I retire, I will have more time to do this other thing. But a lot of people thought my job now is only to speak and talk. No, I have organizations that I'm still running. This is just by the way. So I may not be able to. That is good. You mentioned Stanley, and we can also discuss Stanley here a little bit. Not only Stanley, we've been able to create billionaires in life, which is part of the things that makes me happy. In fact, I can tell you with no ambiguity, I have over 40 people I can call today. Not a call, but they will tell you without me they are nowhere. They are multi-billionaires. And that's why when you have assets, like I said, when you have assets, don't abuse it. When people give you assets, because somebody agreed to talk to you, you shouldn't call him every month, Happy New Moon, how is your leg? I hope you slept well. How was this up? Those things is a waste of time. One young boy I'm mentoring, he said, I told him, I said, if you abuse this, I'll cut you off. No, I don't have all the time. You should appreciate that time is of great, actually your time is your life. Your time is your life. Because whether you are sleeping, doing anything, every one of us came to this world, there's a time set upon us. If it takes you 60 years or 60 years to recognize who you are, it doesn't stop the time running. So your time is your life. What you do with it is very essential. So recently, one of the young men that, I mentored him and build a factory in Sokoto, build one in Lagos here, wanted to build the third one and told me, I said, you are not doing another one here. You go to Anambra State. So when I was going to an economic summit in Anambra, I took him along. And when Soludo asked me to speak, I said, I come with an investor. The certificate of occupancy of his property is on your table. Sign it today, 1 month. My young man abroad has 44 billion naira that is feared he wants to start another factory in Lagos. I built this guy, giving him credit from 10 million naira. Today, he manufactures some of the products for customers that we are selling. You shouldn't be afraid for the people you raise up to be bigger than you. That's how a good father thinks. You want to grow your child to become bigger. If he has common sense, he still leverage that you are his father. He still will remember and give that without you, he will not be anywhere. So you don't want your child to remain your child forever. Every good father wants his child to be bigger than him. But it's just about having common sense. Like I said, start from creating credibility. Do things that can be verified in a consistent basis that people can look at to give you benefit of doubt. Don't just come and say, if they give you 10 billion, if they give you 10 billion. But there's nothing you have done with the little you have that we can track and say, maybe this guy really has desire to succeed. Let's make it move. A gift is a distraction to a king. Many people don't know that. People have given me, on my honor, a Rolex watch that it takes me 2 years to open the package. I got my first Rolex watch from Guarantee Trust Bank. Next time, presented. It did more than 1 year, I didn't open the box to know what is inside. So when you get to a certain level, you do some of those things to connect with the people And when you connect with them and they give you a what happened with Stanley? I used to go to see Jonathan Goodluck. I see Stanley all over the place. And I was afraid. I said, this boy is too clever. I don't want to have anything to do with him. I avoided him like plague. You know, every time he comes close to me, I said, please, good afternoon. You sit down there. And I didn't want to have anything to do. But one day I was just coming down from Nikon, right? By the elevator, this young man grabbed me on two legs. I said, what's the problem? He said, I just lay hands on me and pray. I said, Stanley, in the elevator here, let's go to the corner. He said, I do it here, in the front, in the presence of the people. I said, no, we will do it. He said, no. I just don't know who taught him. And we stayed here. I started praying on the feet of the elevator. People were looking at us. As we were praying, suddenly I felt something came in my pocket. I put my finger. I used it, I went my hand. The guy stuck 50,000 naira in my pocket. And I just got up and said, what is this? I entered the car going to the airport. I keep on thinking, why should this boy give me 50,000? What is he up to? Does he know who I am? In fact, I became superstitious. I removed the 50,000 so that it doesn't contaminate with my other money. and keep it aside. I'm being honest. You know, I didn't want it to mix with my other money. Whether you like it or not, friendship was born. You are hearing that I'm talking with Stephen. I can also tell you. The first invitation he gave me, you need to speak, and put 1 million naira in my account. Many of you don't know. I told my staff, I told them I can stop this Costalis business, and I can live without it anymore. Before Stephen and I start doing like this, he had invested over 5 million naira to me. Cash, not the first three speaking he made me to do each of them. We paid 1 million naira to get me to speak. And many of you enjoyed it free of charge. Yes. And today, people can take back and say, what is Stephen did to Dr. Maduka? He carried him to America. He's carrying him to Singapore. Everywhere he's going, he's doing this. Don't think have any other thing he's doing. No, he could invest in it. But what had happened? One day I was coming into Abuja. I was in the car driving to Abuja, Jaguar SJ. I remember turning the corner from bed to my phone call. And I picked it. It was Stanley. I told his name. Oga, please, do I know anybody in First Bank? I told him, what's the problem? There was this young man that used to help me. You know, I get a job from Julius Berger. He used to fund me, but he had an accident and died. And Julius Berger had just given me an LPO to deliver diesel, and I didn't have the money, you know, and I banked with First Bank. Can you put a call across? I said, you bank with First Bank. He said, can you give me the account number? He sent me the account number. I don't know what. Something told me to wire 150 million naira to his account. He told me he opened the account. The phone fell off his hand. He ran straight to Paul Elenchi to say, Pastor, this is what happened. And Paul told him he hadn't seen anything. That was the friendship. And some Stanley from there bruising up. It's not any big thing. As I speak to you here, I've touched people's life around the world, but I took my time. There are people who, if you show them toilet, they give you $150 or they give you this. I don't go with cash. I don't have money. In fact, if you follow me in a day, you will stay hungry because I won't even get to a restaurant talk less about feeding you. I run cashless life. So unless you invite me for a restaurant, I'm not ready to go and eat. But many people always wait for me to take them to a restaurant to go and eat. They stay hungry if they want to eat. You need to learn some principles of life that truly work. And some of the people have been well taught and they use it and it works. Maybe in future there are more testimony I will not give. Some people will tell you. There are people who are embarrassed that I was instrumental for who they are. But it does not matter. And that's why I explained to you that if you can't explain the source, you become what you are, you're a thief. If you can't confidently say this person played a role, there's a young man recently outside of this country was on my birthday. He just got discovered that it was my birthday. There are things I don't do for myself. He emptied his bag, a new bag he bought, and presented it to me. I was so touched. Incidentally, he even forgot that his international passport was on it. But before I left, I found it and gave it to him. Friendship was born. We went for a meeting where I spoke. He called me, I was taking a walk in the street of Lagos here. That, after I left, he got a contract of $120 million. He couldn't believe it. I congratulated him. I said, good luck. God bless you. I'm so happy that I touched your life and this thing happened. After 3 weeks or 4, he called me. They are on my neck to show performance, and I don't have all the money. If you could assist me, put some money in it, give me some money, I will pay with XYZ interest. I told him, look, I don't do interest. If you want me to participate on this, it's going to be a business. Let me know your sharing formula, if it suits me, so that I can deal with it. He said 60-40. I said, what do you mean 60-40? Put it in email so I can have official evidence on what it is. He put it in email and told me, as a financier, he doesn't mind me taking 60% because if he doesn't show performance, that nothing will happen, but he's sure he will get the money. So I asked him, how much is he looking for? I said, how do you guarantee this? I need you to issue me a check, a prosthetic check in Dubai, not in your country, that if anything happens, I know you will go to jail. So he issued a check. I wired $3 million into his account. He did the job, showed performance. By the 3rd month of 4, we are paid what you call what do you call it? This when you start a job, they give you the mobilization. They were paid mobilization. He called me. I was precisely in Lebanon. He called me in the morning. He just gave a credit of $5 million. Where does he return the money? As he agreed with me. I said, keep the money. Keep the money. Don't return the money. Put it to continue to do the job. Let's see what happens. There's another person that had that job, had a second part of the job. The person has not performed until today. So we also took over his job. As a matter of fact, that job has moved to $1 billion as of now. As I'm speaking to you, we have done a job, we have certificates that we are waiting for payment for over $50 million. That's how you can create wealth and leverage. That's what I mean by the things I said to you, that you can leverage on. But he treats me like his boss. You need to see him around me. You wouldn't even know he owned anything. And but the truth, if I didn't assist him, nothing could have happened. Okay? So there are, like what Stephen said, we put money into different businesses. I had a meeting today before I left. A young man that finished in soccer, but have an idea what to do, come out and all that, put 600 million naira into his company. It's into electronics information. When MTN came, I put $5 million in MTN. The first 1 year, we made $1 billion. The house where my children living in Ikoyi here, I bought it from the dividend that come from MTN. Sometimes you see $600,000 drop in your account, like they are printing money. Because we have 5 years tax on the day, and I still kept that investment in dollars. So you need to leverage and put it. Yes, I made investments in stock market. When Nigerian stock market was bubbling, I sold out in one of the investments and cleaned up $100 million. And then my person telling me to buy another shop. I said, let me shop this one first. I didn't go back. In fact, some of the shares I sold at 7 naira 50 kobo under my face in 3 months dropped at 2 naira 50 kobo market value. This is what we call in the Bible wealth transfer that many of you read, but you have never experienced it. Wealth transfer still happens today, where wealth will go from the hand of the Gentile to the real God's children under 24 hours. It's a wealth transfer. I've experienced it. It's not a tale to me. So when I speak sometimes with authority and conviction, quite a number of people don't know where I'm coming from. I think I'll leave it here.
Be generous with your applause. Be generous with it. Wow. I don't have the words. I'm very sure some people are not. They just look at me and like, hey, God, where I want to start from. Exactly. And you know what's beautiful about everything that Dr. Cosmas Maduka, if we continue, tomorrow morning we have so many examples for you. But what's very beautiful about everything about what he has said and about his life, his journey, is that it's also doable, okay? So I don't want us to leave here with the, I can never, how is it possible and all of that. You have to understand that it is doable. There are those practical steps and principles that he has employed. And I'm very sure that if we leave here, 2025 has just started, and you can employ all of these principles and steps, who knows, in another 2-3 years, you can be even bigger and better, right? So please, can we celebrate them? They've done amazingly well for the past almost 1 hour, 30 minutes, answering all of our questions. It's been truly insightful. Thank you so much, Dr. Akintayo, and of course to Dr. Maduka. Thank you so much for answering our questions. And if we allow us, we'll continue asking questions till tomorrow and we'll not leave here. But our time is really fast spent. And so we have to move into the reason why we're here today, which is the official unveiling of this masterpiece. Who else is excited? We're really excited, scaling your business with integrity and why you should build a multi-billion-dollar corporation. That's the entire essence of we being here today. So I'll ask us first, can we help us take out the chairs as we go on into why we're here. So let's take a picture, sir. I have to show my children. Please, let's take a picture. Please help me with the photo. The very reason why we're gathered here today, which is the unveiling of this beautiful work of art, which is a guide, a master print for scaling your business with integrity and why you should build a billion-dollar corporation. And because our two authors, they are spiritual beings, they believe in power of
we're starting with 1 million naira. Yay! Happy! See, the clapping has reduced now. Nine, I didn't say dollars though, I said dollars. So bell the card, 1 million naira. Please come out and grab a copy. Of course, you get entitled to have one of our boxes. If you launch, somebody's coming. Okay, you're coming. Okay, you're coming. Wow, a round of applause there.
Good evening, all. I've known both Dr. Akintayo and Dr. Maduka from very far distance, right? So I see them a lot on social media. But my wife, incidentally, has attended a lot of your programs. Several, I think with you and your wife. And I was invited here today by, we are currently doing a program together at the airport. So when you sent the invitation, I just felt, okay, it's an important opportunity to be here. And it's very inspiring when I sat down and, I look around the room. This is not a very common gathering where you see the likes of yourself and Dr. Maduka talking to very young people. It's not very common. And I want all the young people here to really appreciate what they have done, because really, the kind of access they have given this evening is what people charge $50,000 for, right? So it's and they have spoken from the depth of their heart. Several, I was watching their body movements. They close their eyes and you could see they are speaking from their heart. And if it was possible, they would have opened everybody's head here and dump information, right? So thank you, sirs, and this is really, really good thing that you have done. I'm very impressed that you also promised to do it on a monthly basis, because this will go a long way to change the narrative, of building the next generations. It's not very common in this part of the world whereby you have wealth transfer, generation transfers, because we do not document. What the Western world has done successfully is that they document these things that you have here. So it's a lot that they've gone ahead to document this. Thank you, sir, again. It's really, 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 really very important.
Can we celebrate him? Thank you so much, sir. Launch the book 1 million naira. And just so you know, there's a free copy of Dr. Stephen Akintayo's recently launched book titled The Billionaire Realtor. So in case in the real estate industry, because I do want to everyone here that's into real estate, but there's a copy of that book in the box. So once you get the box, you get a copy of that book. Of course, even if you do not get the book and you want to get the book is readily available. Billionaire Realtor. Thank you once again, sir. We're getting the details 1 million naira. Our second 1 million naira launcher is now. 1 million naira only. Just 1 million. Good. You can do it. Tell yourself I can. It's 1 million naira only. 1 million naira only. Some of you, the Lord is speaking to you right now. Answer. 1 million naira only. Okay, we can go lower. Okay, all right. Dr. Stephen said it's go lower. 500,000 naira. 500,000 naira. million. 500,000 naira. 500. Thank you very much for supporting a worthy cause. See what?
My name is Jonathan. I was born and raised in California, and I was trying to find a job and all these things. So then I asked my dad. He's like, you know what? Figure it out yourself first before I intervene. As we speak, I've been living in Nigeria for 6 years. He's never had to intervene for me. I think the way he instills hope in people, and for you to have audacity, especially when you're living in Nigeria, you may just feel like not but right. When you're in a room with people you feel, have wealth, whatever that may be to you, it doesn't mean that it's unattainable. I think you just need to have faith in yourself and always believe. There's nothing special that Daddy just believes in himself. And he just bets on himself every single day. So I feel like those of us who are educated, it's a bit crippling in a way, because you kind of have this cushion you can fall back on. Oh, I can always fall back on my education. But when someone doesn't have education, when you fall back on yourself only. So I hope everybody feels inspired today and has the audacity to win. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I think while she spoke, I could see the smiles on Dr. Maduka's face. My child. All right, thank you so much. 500,000 naira for supporting. That is good. Yeah. What's the next 500,000 naira? 500,000. 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Oh, nice! We got somebody there. Please celebrate when somebody wants to reward you. Just come forward. 500. 500,000 naira. That sounds better. 500,000. Please come with me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for this book. Personally, Dr. Cosmas Maduka is somebody that I talk about a lot because, let's say, I don't want to give examples, but there are things I've seen Dr. Cosmas do that I'm like, what is this? If I was in shoes, would I have made this kind of decision? And I'm like, okay, because, okay, let me give that example, but there are things I've seen Dr. Cosmas do, and I'm like, why did he make that decision? And I see wisdom in your decision, and I learn from it. And Dr. Stephen, I follow him as well a lot, and I see the beautiful things he's doing. I'm an engineer, and I do VC in my own small way to a couple of startups. And I think part of what you said, Dr. Stephen, right, is many startup founders in Nigeria and Africa need support. There's a lot of young people, young founders who are making mistakes, and it's what it is, right? And it's like they're not making mistakes, they're not learning, they're not making progress. So they're making mistakes, but one fear that a lot of startup founders have is when they try to, how will I put this, get some people that they believe in on board, they try to be their own enemy. For example, there's a business right now that is probably going to fizzle out soon because of an investor. They got a PSSP license without even raising money. And they wanted, an investor wanted extra money, right? Extra money. He said, political person, basically. And he said no, and the company now is almost done, right? So that fear of saying, should I bring in this person? Should I get this person on board just so that I have alignment with the government, have alignment? Should I, I'm just going to do my own. Then the government then says that fintech companies are running on their own, but many of them are scared. They don't know what's going to be of their become a business if they bring somebody else on board, right? So I think a lot of the things that you said, and even how Dr. Cosmas said, he told him to keep $3 million, keep it.
and grow the business. That is what founders want to see. That's exactly what founders want to see. I have spoken to Mr. Invaluable multiple times to do things like this, but again, it's equally as busy. So, but like things like this, I believe is extremely important, and having more things like this, to be honest, is something I want to be part of. It's something I really want to. I saw it on the status of the city, and I said, okay, I'm going to be here. I want to see. Let me see what. So I'm happy to get this book. I'm going to read it, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your contribution to this worthy cause. All right. Okay. Let me also let you know that you can grab a copy of the book for 30,000 naira only. Just one copy, all right. If you also want to buy as a gift for somebody, but if you want the box, it's 100,000 naira. The box is 100,000 naira. It comes with some other goodies in there. But if you want just a copy of the book, it's 30,000 naira. Please do well to grab a copy for yourself, for the family, loved ones. Share to everyone that you know just started this entrepreneurial journey, and not even just starting. Even those that are already gaining momentum, it will definitely be a game changer for them. All right, then, let's move on. Do we still do the 500K or the house in million, or we move on to 250? Until we see all our hands up now. 250,000 naira to support a worthy cause. I know it's just you not just trying to be proud, you just want to support 250K. 250,000 naira. A quarter of a million. 250. Okay. 200. Wow, nice. Another person. Nice. Lovely. Please come forward. Another person here. Please come forward. Come forward. 200,000 naira. Thank you so much. All 200,000 naira. If you also want to support us, 200K. Please come forward now. 200, nice. Amazing. Please, can we just keep celebrating them? Thank you so much. 200,000 naira. Do we have many more people? Many more people with great integrity. 200,000 naira. Anyone more? All right. Okay. Let's allow you. You want to say anything?
Thank you so much, Dr. Stephen. Thank you so much, Dr. Maduka. I think I'm living here with audacity in terms of, that's one thing. The stories, the real life experiences was just like, and I think that's a testimony of many people here. It's staring on the inside, right? And just the picture of possibility. And I think that's one major thing, and I'm thankful for coming here because I'm living here with a picture of possibility. It can be done. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Cosmos. Thank you, Stephen. Cosmos, I want to talk more about you. I've been following you just before the social media when you were in Kirikiri. So I used to pick up some books from the library from you then, from Alaska. Good. So all this while, I've been looking at getting close to this kind of opportunity. So when I saw it online, I have to see it. Then for the few months I've been following Dr. Steve. If you watch and following online, my son was in your program about 3 weeks ago. So okay, when I saw this coming, I said, be part of this. Keep it up, because it's not everybody that wants to give opportunity to show what they are doing. So what you are doing today, it will help a lot of youth to grow, to see the possibility that things can still happen in this part of the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Woko Sylvia, so I'd like to say thank you to Dr. Akintayo and Dr. Cosmos. And I'd like to say something very brief. I'm doing this from a standpoint of faith. Apostle Dr. Selma taught me something in 2020. It said, if of you sow into the lives of those that look like where you're headed. So this, for me, is the seed, and also to say thank you for sharing knowledge. I do not take it for granted. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tim. Okay, 200 Tim. Okay, come on, give him his box, please. Let's celebrate. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Samuel. I run an electric company. To be honest, I was sitting there and I really felt that if I don't do this, I'll be an ingratitude. In 2021, I came back from service, and then I was in Ibadan. Dr. Stephen was in Ibadan. He said at a conference there, and I remember all I had in my account then was 70,000 naira. I was 21. And I reached out to him. I told him I wanted to attend your conference, but I have only 70,000 naira. I think the program was for 150. He was like, no problem, you can come. He gave me a number to reach out to, and I went for the conference. Fast forward to today, I run a company. Currently, we have 4 properties, 2 in Lagos, 2 in Ibadan. What about a big area? Last year I was listening to Dr. Cosmas speaking. I was following the IG live. I've learned a lot from Dr. Cosmas, his conferences. I do ensure I attend. In fact, there was one I flew to Abuja just to ensure I attend to listen to him speak. And he was talking about a part whereby I think he got it wasn't 5,000 naira. I was not too sure the exact amount. And I took it to 36,000 to first year, then 180,000. And it inspired something in me. And I was like, I could package my business based on what I've done, what investors and raise money. And that was why that happened. I think it was in October. In November, I started acting on it, and I was able to raise my first 8 figure in naira. There were tens of millions from investors. They did things for us. We were able to move into a new bigger outfit page around Chevron and Lekki, and also we were able to launch another new project into the market. And I was able to do this as a result of the lessons I've been able to pick along the way. For this, I'm so grateful. Thank you for inspiring us to do this. I'm so grateful, and I thank God for the work is working.
Before we celebrate the Dr. It's truly phenomenal to have this man change the lives of young people. Generations to come will forever be grateful for the both of you. Thank you for all that you have done so far and all that is still, because you're going to be here for very long. To see all of us do very well. And I'm part of them. To say amen for me now. Okay. So, 150,000. I don't want to go to 100 like that. Let's do 150 first. One, love it. More hands now. Make me proud, make me proud, make me proud. More hands, more hands. Okay, it's okay. It's all right. So after it's done, every other person that wants to that's what it's the cost of this, all right? And I understand that there are certain people that do not want to come out. I heard that too. I got information from my team at the back that some people have actually been supporting the 1 million naira, but they don't want to do that openly. So we're grateful. Can I have, come and give them their boxes? So we can make this very quick and then we can start the food side because dinner is ready. It's a buffet service and all you have to do is table by table. Our directors and I are going to do all that. And then during dinner, is also here to support. Don't worry, it's going to be an activity one.
Very much. My name is Akintayo. And Dr. Cosmas is somebody I've been working on right now. After that, I got into the industry in 2012. When I was going through Instagram, I saw the thing about the food show, which I was like, I have to do. I'm also there. I know it's an opportunity to do it. Through Instagram, I've also been able to meet up with now. Meeting all these people. And I see that this is a very good opportunity to meet up again, get to know them, actually inspire myself. I think I want to focus on this in the morning. I think what you talking about learn to talk to them. One of it is being very, very small. You can actually start. We need to do so much. I think without nothing. I really want to appreciate them, and I want to take this opportunity to give thank God of them for creating this opportunity. As of 2 days ago, I really have funds to come, but I had to know to leave because I had a problem with my business.
because it gave me a lot of motivation. I'm so happy I'm happy to be here.
Say your thanks to me.
Good evening, everybody. I want to really appreciate Dr. Akintayo and Dr. Cosmas Maduka. Obviously, I served as an intern in Egypt. I resigned in November. But the reason I did that was, I remember back then, so I've known Dr. 2 years, I've been watching his videos, YouTube videos, even when I was doing my IT, was one that opened my into web creation. So if you measure something, you want to say something. So there are 2 ways to pay measure. You either have the money now to pay cash, or if you don't have the money to pay cash, you can sell. It's giving me time. So all the way from everything I came to Lagos, and I did my internship with Dr. Akintayo. Although it wasn't really the time and everything, but we still to actually work 3 months after as a video editor anyway. As a video editor. So I resigned in November, and today by the grace of God, we're already setting up and we are in the process of applying our process statement. For confidentiality, I will hold it there for you. I hope to see that to you. Thanks so much, sir. I'm joking. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And thank you to every single person who has launched on stage and behind the scenes. Thank you. Appreciate you. So quickly, we're going to go into the book signing now, and then we'll go for dinner. Okay, pictures. Everyone who wants a box, 100,000 naira, or you get a copy of the book, 30,000 naira, please let's do that quickly. Okay, for those that bought a box, bring a copy of the book out there. For those who got a box, bring a copy of the book, and please come outside with the book, with just the book alone. Thank you. To those who got the box, please come out of the book. Yes. Can we make that quick, please? We're pressed for time. Thank you to ladies and please. Let's take a quick photo. Media, ready? Media. Let's wait for more people to join in. Box is 100,000 naira. You can get a box. Yes. Please. We want 2 boxes. All right. Of course, please. But let's first take the pictures of those that have the book immediately. So let's finish this frame. Lydia, if you have your photos, just give me a high five. All right. Let's take a video. All right, so we just chorus integrity, all right, everyone together. 1, 2, 3, go. Integrity. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, again. 1, 2, 3, go. Integrity. Thank you so much, please. So now we go for the book signing. Okay, with the other set of people. So all right, for those online, you paid online. You bought a book, you want to get a copy of the book. Now is the time to take a photo. Please come. Get your copy and come. So that get your copy and come. At the back, please. You bought online, get a copy. You bought here 30,000 naira. Please get a copy and join in this frame. You bought online, get a copy. You bought here, get a copy and join in this frame. Smile and look at the camera. Thank you. 2, Thank you so much. The next set of people, please. Copy behind. You have your copy now. Please make your way forward. And then, can we start having table by table? Whilst the photo ops is going on and the book signing, the first table can please move to the back for dinner. Dinner is served. It's a buffet service, so please feel free. It's a buffet, feel free. The book, all right. Joining on the photo ops now. Grab a copy, is 30 now. Grab a for your it's a great Valentine. Your lover, to your spouse. Trust me, they prefer it to the teddy bears and the flowers. Can we have more people this side here? Let's make it snappy so we can go into the book signing. Yeah, I mean, let's start having table by table for my family. Dinner is outside. Dinner is outside. It's a buffet service. Dinner is outside. Okay, left hand side. To my left hand side. Dinner is left hand side. And it's outside. Please help yourself to dinner, everyone. Dinner is served. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for this brief. Thank you very much. All right, yes. Yes, please. Please you can go for dinner now. All right. Okay, please you can, we are disrupting their photo. Thank you. Please look at the camera, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. All right, let's move into the book signing now. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, come with your pen, come with your book if you want them to sign it. Can we please form a queue or something so it's orderly? Can we please form a queue behind her? I want orderly there. I know everybody wants to get it. But please, let's make it as orderly as possible. One after the other, please. One after the other, please. While others can go for dinner is served, it's a buffet service to my far left. Please, dinner is served. Thank you very much. One other, please, let's make it as orderly as possible. Please help me. Can we have a queue, everyone? Thank you very much. Please let's make it as orderly as possible so we can have Dr. Akintayo's signature and Dr. Maduka's signature. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's make it as orderly as possible. Please, gently, everyone will get a signature. Gently, please. If you want both signatures, then we have to be patient. Please, dinner is served. Dinner is served. It's a buffet service. Please help yourself to dinner. Dinner is served, please. Hello, dinner is served. It's a buffet service. Please help yourself. Thank you. If you also want to make a transfer, Asian Foundation.
Yes, something like that. We're adding that. Well, anyway, maybe that's how it started. No, I didn't ask for that one. I don't know. You know when it's ready. Yes, space for everybody. Yes, it's not like empty and executive. You're not doing anything different. Just fight for your own customer. That means absolutely US or stuff like that. So you respond.
Advice, my skill set was not blockchain, that's take. Exactly. So that's yeah. Just what you yeah, no problem. I'm not like a general. Yeah. My background is constrained. So it is not watching the lights. Book side, so you but before the start.
If you haven't signed your book, please join the queue. There's a queue to sign your book. There are two queues to sign your book from Dr. Maduka and of course get the signature of Dr. Akintayo. Very important. Very, very important that you get the signature in your book. And please, dinner is served. There's a buffet service going on. Please help yourself to dinner. Please enjoy dinner, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, very distinguished guests, while dinner is going on, we're going to treat you to a spoken word performance by one of Nigeria's finest spoken word artists. While dinner is being served, gentlemen, presenting a spoken word is breakthrough ability. Hi everyone. I want to say a big congratulations to Dr. Cosmas and Dr. again. Thank you so much for doing the launch. This is great. Mindset of an average talented man. Surrounded with problems, yet all we see is problems. Now why everybody wants that man? I was a girl with the wrong mindset that has held me back for too long. The ego in me couldn't find expression, so I hung. Hung it so long till hunger hung it all. Nigeria isn't getting any better was my breakfast, yet I fasted like a woli just to get a food. I prayed for my the ego in me has been bent in the heart of my heart. But 10 years later, I gave it energy to so high as I needed. Everyone has a creative power that can birth great children like a magic. Creating chaos, birthing innovation. Giving the champion in you a voice that cannot be there. And I look into this room. I see great champions that will champion the greatest change of our age. Innovators that will not waver in sight of challenges. They embrace problems as their delight for far near their strength lies. So high is their eyes like a white body. The brotherhood friends are looking into the next problem to solve. Where sisterhood insists not on aristocratic but democratic. Demonstrating a system that makes the world of better village.
You are the innovation, the word. Vaccine is human rights problem. You can have inside of challenges because you are a citizen of the EU. You can never be hidden. Coming here, you bring more darkness than we can allow. And we need to shine our light to the defeated body. Talk of the world with your gift to shatter us. Your creativity will change the world like a meteorite light. So we work and we pray your mind for positivity. We play and we lay your labor. No complaint but sustain. Nigeria is a blessed country with fresh and strong mind. Survivor in Nigeria means survivor everywhere in the world. So now, I call for the eagle in you to rise and shine against all odds and negativity. Not to complain, but to sustain your agenda. Not to steal, but to heal like food arrows. Not to run, but to run like Lingo Bass. Not to break, but to solve problems like Thomas Edison. Your brain is full of possibilities, the world has. So then, until your brain gives birth to bring children that will make you poor. When it seems like all odds and against, never try to throw in the towel. Instead, like Gigi Additional rise above them. When the universe will bow at your feet. Standing on the mountain, I peep into the thought of the future. Scripted in the scripture is my future. Brighter, higher, and mightier. So I'm feeling breakthrough. Irrespective of roadblocks and limitations. Future here I come. So long gone and worn out. But I climb up a ladder of creativity. Until the peak I rise. Into my dreams I reach. I'm unstoppable, unbreakable, unbreakable. Breathing down into the imagination. I emerge as a nation. I get full like the ocean. Into my victory, I land. Thank you so much. Very welcome, Christine. All right, ladies, continue having dinner, and then in a little bit, Dr. will be remarked. If you also want to sign your book, the beginning very soon, but now is the opportunity for you to do that, to also sign your book. Thank you. There's still dinner. There's dinner. If you did not have dinner, please help you. All right, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we're gradually getting to the end of today's event. Just before we have the vote of thanks, we'll allow you to take more food and, of course, fill your plates, and then I'll invite Dr. Akintayo for the vote of thanks. But before then, please enjoy.
All right, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I did mention that it was going to be worth your while. And I would like to ask you if you are having a great time, because I know you are. And so, because we've now come to the end of this amazing day, I'd like to invite Akintayo to conclude the board.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming tonight and being part of this. For those of you who are online, I'm aware we have amazing professionals online, even larger than them here. And like we said, we wanted a more intimate connection with group signing. I don't like group signing that you have 1,000 people, you won't be able to interact. You won't interact very well with the individuals there. So I hope, have you gotten a great time today? Right? And I hope we're able to have a wonderful time. Thank you, thank you. I want to thank Dr. Cosmas for, like I said, agreeing to do this. I know it was a tough itinerary and all. To even pick today, I know how. I think we're checking his calendar and all that. And even for me as well, I'm not always in the country, so it was quite looking back and forth. So I'm happy we've done this. We're constantly contributing what we can. Two things I want to address. Number one, I saw a lot of you keep coming. You want mentorship, you want mentorship, right? Mentorship is in phases. Mentorship is what? Is in phases. There are times when it will happen when it is time. Start with the phase available. For Dr. Cosmos, the first right? 10% of one baby. See where we are going. But my advice starts with saying, try and bring, it may not be at the level of Dr. Cosmos. Be an advisor, right? Be what? Right? Sit on our board, right? We can be paying for flight tickets once a year. We can book all expense paid trip once. Just simple basic incentives. How many of these guys will be going and see how committed they are and grow from them? And you can right? And some of them even believe in agriculture. I know it because I've seen what was able to do over the years, right? Anything to help. So don't think from that because if some are saying, oh my, that's business, right? And I have to also think. Say I'm not fair, what if I'm not fair? I'm putting my money, My name is yeah, two of us. So, make sense? Thank you once again, we appreciate it. Can we stand up and give a standing ovation for Dr. Cosmas as we give his own final remark? Come on, standing ovation.
So, Dr. Cosmas Maduka, I would like to hear from you for all.
Okay, please have a
Thank you so much. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, has it been worth your time? Has it been worth your first day of your new life? Who inspired us to start making noise this morning? Yes, it's been truly a beautiful way to kick off the month of February 2025, right here at the launch of this incredible book, Scaling Your Business with Integrity and Why You Should Be a Multi-Dollar Corporation. I want to say a very big thank you to all of you that came, who saw our invitation online, and we honored it. Thank you for leaving your comfort zone. I mean, we could be anywhere else, but you decided to be here. Thank you so much for coming and for joining us, contributing towards a worthy cause. And this book is available for sale. Once again, it's 30,000 naira. For those that want to buy the e-copy, it's available online, 10,000 naira and at $10 US. And it's also available on Amazon. Please ensure that you buy for your friends. Share the word out there. Dr. Cosmas Maduka and of course Dr. Akintayo will written a book to help every entrepreneur. I want to say a very big thank you once again. Please watch out for many more of our offerings and many more products that will be releasing even in the course of the year. I want to say thank you once again, everyone. Dinner is still going on, so please ensure that you treat yourself to dinner. Buy a book before you leave. Ensure that you get a copy, grab a copy. The box goes for 100,000 naira. Ensure that you grab a copy before you leave here tonight. My name is Gloria Babaidi, and it has been absolutely delightful serving as your compare this evening. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a beautiful February 2025. Good night.
I'll just send you the link.
I would like it powerful, especially the US. Pleasure with you. So don't keep money in the bank. You have to not keep it in the bank. Let it be your first line. Your first line. Yes. This is Dr. Price. He's in charge of the finance. Dr. Steve. Thank you so much. I'm going to write. I still just checking it. Is that the lady? How do you have to so I'll put it on. Thank you. One of the houses are pet houses. It's not Admiral Street. I was thinking because I like the small town. Like now, I don't buy trees. So see this as a lesson when you are if I'm able to set
I'm trying to remember your face actually. When you said it's not last at the point you're there. So this is like so and I was like, but they are both not like like I was just scared. Yeah, maybe we don't like stuff first and I remember you. Nice to meet you. Yes, I'm